Okay, so I got the new CineCam 2 in the mail today. So CineCam version 2. And this is the unboxing. So it's coming in this very, very nice boxing. Had a little bit of piece of tape here. Of course, as we look at this, the different things that it offers: 1080p, Full HD, rich built-in microphone. We'll see about that compared to the microphone I'm speaking into, but nonetheless, all these different things that you can see there. Very nice boxing. On this side, I like, this is something that was kind of cool. So it's a good starting point for recommended setups. So pretty neat on the outside of the box. So we'll get into that later. Magnetic box that you open up. And I thought I ordered a black one, but it's white. So not a big deal. I'm okay with a little bit of change. My existing one is black. So very different packaging from version 1. So as I pull this off, and I'm trying to make sure that I see what I'm doing, not only on the camera, but looking down at the unit at the same time. There's that. So here's the new CineCam version 2. There's, it's a adapter for a USB-C. So adapter comes in the box, as well as a CineCam owner's manual. And probably some sort of setup guide. It's got a QR code on it. Deal with that later. I think it's all going to be pretty straightforward. Just a hello, thank you from the small family business owners. So very cool there. You can kind of see the magnets in the bottom there. Neat box. I'm going to have to keep that. I'm kind of a box guy. With that being said, let me go ahead and show you what the CineCam 1 looks like compared to it. Here's CineCam 1. So this is hooked up as a secondary device that I can use right now. It's plugged in. I'll probably plug the CineCam 2 into where this is plugged in. So there's the difference in the two. So you can kind of see, let me get a background that the black doesn't get lost in my pants there. So there's the difference in size. So I can hold it up a little bit closer. It'll focus on it. So it's actually a little bit longer. A little bit longer. If you line up the back, it comes out a little bit further from the screen. I'm not sure. Maybe that's something to do with just the process. I don't know. It looks like the microphone could be on the edge there, and it looks like it's on both sides, a little hole. So I'm sure that's the microphone, where the microphone, the old one, is right there. It does not have the dial like this here. It turns so you can focus it. CineCam 2 does not have that. It is one whole piece. Let me see if I can get it to focus in on it. Come on, camera. Focus. There we go. So you can see it's just one entire piece. Interesting. We will see how that looks. But that's the CineCam. It has, this whole part is pliable. I mean, there's a good 12 inches there. That is flexible. Very nice long cord. So that's nice. The clamp that would be to go into that hold it on top is a little different. I will have to say it's a little bit different than this is a true clamp. This is more reminiscent of what we have seen with when it comes to regular webcam monitor top holders. It would hold onto the top of it this way and kind of squeeze and adjust. yeah, we'll see how that works. I've got a monitor that's kind of more bubbly on the back. I've got a widescreen monitor, so I'm going to see how this works. I'm going to do my best to try to record that area. So we will try that here. Okay, so with that being said here, this is the top of my monitor. This is going down. This is the screen that I'm touching here. So you can see here it's kind of bubbled. So this is what the old one looked like as you open up the clamp and put it down on it like that. It actually works really well, the clamp does. I mean, it can sometimes kind of creep up like this, but once you get it on there and adjust where it wants to be and you leave it alone, it's actually pretty good. And I do like the clamp style too, because I can grab it and move it out of the way and put it on something else to kind of get out of the way if I'm using another camera. But here is this may not be too bad of a deal. I mean, here it is on the back here. It seems very solid. Now, what I am going to have to look at here, I do like the fact that it has a mount where if it's flat, it has a top of a like a tripod mount. But I'm going to try to do this and attach this to here and attach this to here without breaking my. So as I put it, if I put it down there, okay, not bad at all. Removing it and getting it out of the way, probably not a big deal. Kind of just like hook someplace else. So I can bring it back and put it on right there, let this swing down, and then adjust its ability to, you know, as you adjust it on the front, remember this is all 100% like corrugated flexible tubing. So it's very, very conducive of setting it up and twisting it in any way you want. The main thing I'm concerned about is the fact that there is no, on this part right here, there's no like focus. Like the other one had a focus where I could like focus a little bit if I wanted to like give myself a little bit of a softer look on my face. I could just go just a touch of unfocused. So that'll be very interesting. So let me go ahead and see if I can. I've got my camera mounted on a nice little thing. So this is what it looks like attached to the top with the, so yeah, that's what it looks like. That is the actual unit itself. This is actually, you're seeing a little redundancy here. This is my recording behind that. So this is the actual unit there. We'll go ahead and go do a sideways look at it. You can see it doesn't have that, it does not have that focuser on it. So I'm really interested in how that works. All right. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and get this camera up and out of the way. This camera here, I'm going to get it up and out of the way. This is the Sony ZV-1F. I love this camera. I love it a lot. I use it for anything major. But on the other hand, that's why that's why I have the version 2 CineCam to see how it looks compared to this. So this is, I'll put this actually right in the area of where I normally record. So we'll have some continuity of what it would look like compared to when I put the CineCam in and put it in the same spot. The CineCam is directly behind this camera, so you'll be able to tell the difference in what you're seeing here compared to what the CineCam will be here in a couple of minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and plug that in, and the next thing you'll see is what the CineCam looks like. This is a very high-level blogging camera, and ability to see its look compared to the CineCam. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, now we are on the new CineCam version 2. I don't know. Definitely not as good as the Sony ZV-1F, but I'm going to stop this here in a few minutes and put it on CineCam 1, I had a lot of problems trying to get the color balance right with the CineCam 2. And I don't feel like I'm as crisp. I don't feel like there's much depth with me. I feel that the back is the same plane as my nose. I spent a decent amount of time with a secondary AMCAP, AMCAP, AMCAP camera adjuster. The normal camera adjustment as you type in camera in Windows doesn't do much. It does brightness, and that's about it. It doesn't even zoom in. As you can see, it's got a wider angle than I think CineCam 1, but I kind of like my visuals when I'm doing a podcast or recording on my computer here. I like my visuals to be a little bit tighter. I want to get my my cabinet out of the way and just have my sound panel be kind of like, not see that chair as for in-person recording. I do have a setup over here so we can do in-person podcasts, but for the most part, it's not as tight as, and there's no way to change that I can see. I tried that third-party AMCAM, and it has a option to zoom in, and I can move the slider, but the camera doesn't zoom in at all. So CineCam version 2 does not zoom in. If there is a way to zoom in, they don't have a third party or even their own proprietary software. I wish they did, because then that would give us even more control over the camera. So far, I'm not as impressed as I wanted to be, honestly, with CineCam 2. It promised a lot of upgrades. It may have some upgrades built in, but it was hard for me to get the color right, and I'm still feel like my red shirt here is just really bright. It doesn't have any, it won't focus. It won't focus on anything up close. It just stays focused on me in the back. It doesn't have autofocus. But other than that, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and pause this recording, start up a new recording with CineCam 1 in the same exact position to see just back to back without messing with any lighting, if it looks any different. And can tell if it's any crisper. So I'll go back and forth here in the editing. So version 2. So CineCam 1. Version 2. CineCam 1. So let's see how that looked. Okay, here's CineCam 1. Clearly better. It is definitely better. It's more crisp in general, I guess. I don't know. It could be the fact that my third-party software for color correction is not set right or the same. Of course, that'll be a little different, of course. Let me see if I can mess with that in real time. I got to change the device to the that one, options. So this will be real-time adjustments. Problem is, I've got this dialed in to what I think is good. So let me just see what happens when it comes to changing the hue. Yeah, it definitely turns me more red everywhere. So there's one saturation. I'll increase the saturation. Woo, that really makes me bright. Maybe the saturation is what I mess with on the other one. Bring it down a little bit more. Sharpness. So that's kind of what I think the second version looked like, is the sharpness all the way down, and here's sharpness all the way up. So I'll put it back to where it was. Gamma. So gamma definitely messes with darkness a little bit and brightness. So that's where I'm thinking that looks pretty good. White balance. Not really going to mess with that. Well, I'll go ahead. So here's white balance. Yeah, it just kind of washes me out a little bit. So So there's white balance. Backlight compensation doesn't do anything. Does 0. I slid that up and down, and then gain, of course, will do something. I can go bright. So put it back to 37, right about there. So this is CineCam 1. I don't recall ever seeing this over here, that when maybe it's because when I do my podcast, I'm in tight because I'm two people on the screen, but I don't ever remember seeing that shelf there ever before. So let me open this back up and see if Zoom actually is effective in the options on CineCam 1. So nope, it's completely, see, that's what's weird. In this third-party camera adjuster, Zoom is not available in CineCam 1. It shows it that it's available in CineCam 2, but as I slide the slider, it doesn't do anything. The only other thing I can do is go into the computer's camera setting and see if there's a zoom function in that. But I won't be able to. It won't be able to do it because CineCam is occupying the camera. So, and I can't shut off CineCamera in this program while it's recording. So, other than that, that's CineCam 1 compared to CineCam 2. I can't change them on the fly in between while I'm recording, so we'll have to do that in post-op. Medical stuff coming out of me. We'll have to do that in post. So, yeah, tell me what you think. I'm not very impressed with CineCam 2, version 2, the one I just got today. I wish that we could adjust like the focus. Like if I reach up here and I grab CineCam 1, I can turn the knob, I can turn it and see, I'm just better focused now. I can adjust focus levels on CineCam 1, and I can't do that on CineCam 2. So I may have to do some research on what their philosophy was behind not having a adjustable focus on there, because I'm clearly in more focus than I am with CineCam 2. CineCam 1, I just feel I see myself better. May not be as high as quality, so I'll give them that. It's not as high as quality as CineCam 1, but it's more in focus is what I feel. So, really wish that there was a proprietary software that came with CineCams, so it could. I'd like to be able to zoom in and cut out some of the background that I don't want in my recordings, but and be able to adjust focus and zoom. That would be really nice. But for now, they don't have that. Maybe that's something they'll add in the future. But there it is, CineCam 1 versus CineCam 2. And tell me what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think. I'm not overly impressed with CineCam 2, and now that I'm using my ZV-1, I'm really not that impressed with very many webcams. That ZV-1, I've got an arm on it. If you noticed earlier, I had an arm that allowed me to hang it down, kind of just like CineCam. It takes up more room of my monitor, but my monitor's pretty big, so when I'm on calls, I just move their eyes right up to the bottom of the camera, and it still looks like I'm looking at them on my ZV-1. But that Sony is just so, it's a $500 camera though. I mean, these are $125 or whatever they are now. I think it's on sale for $99. Would have bought it today. Yeah, I think I paid more than that for it. I think I paid $129 on sale, maybe $150, $49 on pre-order, and then I went to their website today and it's on sale for $99. So maybe the pre-order people get shafted when it comes to that. Maybe they are trying to do some push to bump up some sales. But other than that, CineCam 1 is right now what we're seeing, and earlier you saw CineCam 2, and just not quite impressed. Hopefully they see this, and hopefully they make some sort of proprietary software that we can make more adjustments and make it look a little bit better. Other than that, it does do what it's supposed to do. It is a smaller profile, not much. When I'm looking at it, it's not much of a smaller profile than CineCam 1. The cord hanging down is smaller, maybe by about a third, maybe Yeah, maybe a third smaller. The camera is definitely a little bit smaller, but it's longer, so it sticks out from the screen a little bit further than CineCam 1, and it doesn't have that adjuster. So CineCam 2, maybe they relied on some stuff inside of the camera to help with focus. I don't really see a difference, but oh, that's weird too. I'm looking over here at what I'm recording at, and CineCam 1 saying that I'm recording at 1080p. I didn't have that same on there when I was recording with CineCam 2. It said 720p. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something inside of the settings inside of this program, but I don't know why it would change that. I may have to go into the camera setting in the computer and make sure I tell it to do 1080p. But I thought I did that. So either way, nonetheless, this is what it is. And go ahead and leave your comments. I know I'm kind of babbling, but I'm also discovering at the same time some things between the two. So other than that, we'll go from there. Take care.